I only brought one pair of shoes, which is like Jordan 1s. Not really ideal for hiking or really walking, so, but I guess I'll have to clean them once I get back. Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Dora.
And we're Mr. and Mrs. K.
We're a couple from New York that started this channel in 2021 to share our travel, food, and experiences.
Follow us as we find new, interesting, and exciting things along the way. Boop, boop. Hello, beautiful friends, and welcome back. Today it's just me, and I'm currently in San Diego for kind of family business. It's kind of a quick trip. I'm only here for a couple days, and so my time is pretty short. But I do have a small window where I can have some fun and just explore. And so I chose to visit the Torrey Pines State Reserve. So I'm probably gonna do a relatively easy hike, which when I did my short research, it was kind of like, I think the Fleming Trail. Hopefully it's relatively short and easy. I didn't bring hiking clothes or shoes or anything. So hopefully it's kind of flat-ish, I guess. The weather here is amazing. Not like last time where it was just only clouds. I don't know what happened last time, but we got pretty unlucky. This is probably the real representation of San Diego. And I know Dora and her mom's gonna be super jealous because I got to experience this during amazing weather. But regardless, yeah, coming up here, the area is super pretty. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was gonna be this smallish kind of park, but actually it's super big and it's right by the water. Again, I'm a little tight on time, so I better get going. Yeah, so the entry fee was $15, which isn't too bad. It's all day pass. But I'm only gonna be here for like a few hours. But yeah, so I parked at like the first kind of overlook point, and then now it's a pretty quick walk to, I guess, here, the Fleming Trail. Oh, it looks relatively easy. Like it's like flat. I'll take that. Here's like a map. I'll take a photo of that. So it's about like 1:45, and there's not too many people. It's a random like Thursday also, so I'm not expecting too much people. I'm just wondering how long it'll take. So what I do like is the variety of like different plants and like nature stuff, because we don't get this stuff in like New York or on the East Coast. Most of it's just like pine trees and big trees. But here it's a lot of different variety, like cactuses and trees and stuff. So it's actually a nice change of pace. I think the whole trail might be just sand, which is pretty cool. I mean, I kind of get a workout in, but I mean, like, I only brought one pair of shoes, which is like Jordan 1s. Not really ideal for hiking or really walking, but I guess I'll have to clean them once I get back. Just look at how beautiful this is. Definitely reminds me of the Pacific Coast Highway. Once we get to like Big Sur, like all those like turns, and I can't get over how clear this water is. It's stunning. Oh, this area is so peaceful. Looks like there is like these smaller paths that go down, so you can get like a better look. They're kind of like vista points. There's such a nice breeze here too. We're like towards the end of September, so it's kind of like to transition into fall. I know San Diego can get real hot. I love the sound of the ocean, the cliffs, Pacific Ocean. It all works. I think it's perfect. All right, let me continue before I take like 19 hours. I wonder what's that up front? Like an art installation. Okay, so definitely not an art installation. So it's just to trap bark beetles. Never heard of bark beetles. Oh, they're native to, I guess, the Torrey Pines area. So it's to defend against these bark beetles. So these trees have enough water to produce sap. Very cool. But I wonder why it's only just here. Why not put them like everywhere? Like this is the first one I've seen. Oh, speak of the devil. So I guess it's just like in this area. So like you see like there's one there, a few there, here, one over here. So I'm guessing they're all spread out. And here's another vista point. Sorry if my audio is a little muffled with the wind and everything. I forgot to bring my like fluffy thing, the dead cat. So hopefully you can hear me kind of clearly. So that's where we kind of came from. So I came from that way. So we came around and that's where we kind of paid the toll. The scenic is just so pretty. All right, now we're entering the area where we don't get the scenic view of the ocean. So I'm curious what to expect here also. I see a lot more cacti. All right, so this area is a little more shaded. You don't get the breeze, but it's equally as nice, I guess, because of the shade. You can definitely hear more of like the cars on the highway. I think this trail, is like a circle, so I should end up somewhere, like where I started. Or is there some sort of like elevation? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so basically it is a circle. So yeah, this is the starting point. I should have known that this was I even went like kind of this way. So yeah, so I started here and then made my way around. But yeah, that was a pretty quick walk. It's now about like 2:30, and so it took about 45 minutes or so. And I took a lot of photos and videos, so you can easily do this, I think, in like less than 30 minutes maybe. I'm actually really surprised it wasn't that long. I'm gonna head back to the car. Maybe I'll just go down, or maybe, you know what? I'll go up. I think I'll go up, continue on the road to see what else there is. As I drove up, I saw that there was this Torrey Pines Lodge, which is like a visitor center, I think. And there's also a restroom, so I definitely need to use the restroom anyways. The Torrey Pine Reserve Lodge is a visitor center where you can get trail maps and information on the park. It's also a small museum, which I personally think is worth checking out, as it showcases all the different wildlife that can be found around Torrey Pines. You can also learn about the geographical makeup of Torrey Pines along with its biodiversity. And you can get your gifts here too. So behind the lodge, I guess you get a nice vista point here too, like a lookout, kind of like at the ocean, the mountains or hills. Pretty cool. Oh, interesting. So that over there, you'll see like a bunch of different, like, not rivers, but like they're salt marshes. So that's where like the ocean, the salt water from the ocean meets with like fresh water from the rivers and streams. I feel like you don't get too many salt marshes in California. So I think this is another trail. But before I started, I should probably use the restroom. All right, so the bathroom itself is not in the lodge. I think it says it's across from the lodge. Oh, so there is the restroom. So we gotta go to the beach trail. That's where the restroom is. Oh, and there's another parking lot. That's convenient. So the restrooms are like these outhouses. finished going to the little boys' room, and it seems like I have a few selections as far as different trails to go. I have this Discovery Trail, which seems a little too, like, nothing going on. So maybe I won't go to that, but I think the Beach Trail and that West Overlook Trail look a little more challenging, I guess, or exciting. So let's go to that one. All right, so the West Overlook Trail seems like it's very easy as well. So I guess we'll walk this way and see what's at the end of this, because it's like not even like a quarter mile. Oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, so like this was like a 2-minute walk, not even. So this is the Overlook, and you can see all the like different trails. Ooh, I like this like plant. You can see how like it's purple on the sides, and then like it's orangish red like in the middle. Yeah, that's really pretty. All right, so the West Overlook Trail was more of like an extension. Definitely got some decent views, but now I'm gonna go on the I guess the Beach Trail, which is like right next to it. So all right, so I guess the Beach Trail is a little more intense. So let's see how far we can get, because it is around 3 o'clock now, and I gotta check into the hotel. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be here for, but let's see. Okay, so I think at this point we can choose if you want to go to Razor Point or Beach Trail, continue on Beach Trail. And I think we want to go down beach. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can find rattlesnakes here. I hope I come across one. It's definitely a lot more gravel here than like sand. So the Guy Fleming Trail was literally just sand. Here it's a little bit of a mixture of both, so it's a little more rocky. So now it's a little more sandy. I wonder if that means we're almost at the point? Not sure. Oh, here we go. So the Beach Trail is another half a mile. Oh, that's not too bad. And then Razor Point is a quarter of a mile the other way. So it definitely also seems like we are going down in elevation. So coming back up might be a little more strenuous. So I'm not looking forward to that, but hopefully the views are worth it. Let's see. Okay, so I kind of have an idea of where we probably are going to end up. So we're going to go around this little bend, and then if you can see over there, there's a group of people. I think that's where we're going to end up. So it is a bit of a hike compared to Guy Fleming. It looks like there's a bunch of little bends that people are like zigzagging around, so it seems like it could take a little bit. All right, guys, so definitely wear the proper footwear. Though, I mean, I'm not having too much issues with wearing these kind of like lifestyle Jordan 1s. It's just if I had a little more of like a stability shoe, that would have been a lot more ideal. Okay, so I was wrong. So the Beach Trail continues down here, which I guess makes sense. It leads you down to the beach. That I probably won't be going down to. But this would be Yucca Point and Razor Point, where I mentioned before. And I think that's where I'm gonna be going towards. So this would be Razor Point, and this would be Yucca Point, the Overlook, which I guess I'll go this way. Yeah, so this is the Overlook, the Yucca Point Overlook. Super pretty. I think that would be going down to Beach Trail. And it leads you actually down to the beach, which looks phenomenal. Maybe I have to do that next time I come. So this is basically Yucca Point, and probably where I'm gonna end my hike. So right now it's also about 3:20, 3:25. So it took me about 25 minutes from the parking lot to get to this point, which isn't bad at all. I'm actually really curious about the beach trail that leads all the way down to the beach. It seems like it could take up to maybe 45 minutes just one way. Yeah, and I'm sure it's beautiful. It looks pretty from here, so so I'm gonna make my way back. Again, it should take another 20 minutes or so, and head to the car because it's probably time for me to check into my hotel. All right, so I made it back to the car. Yeah, again, it took about like 20 minutes or so to get back to the parking lot, or the lodge actually, and it was a pretty good hike. I would say Torrey Pines is definitely a must-do when you're here in San Diego. It's nice to be able to see all the different kinds of nature, animal, the biodiversity. It seems like there's a lot, and there's a ton of different trails that you can take, ranging from like I think easy to like hard. So Guy Fleming, I would consider that kind of easy. If that was considered easy, then the trail to Yucca Point Outlook, that might be a little more moderate. And I didn't go down to Beach Trail, but that might be, I would say, probably hard, just judging off the looks of it. It definitely seemed like it was worth checking out or worth going down. Hopefully next time if we decide to come back, we'll definitely go down to Beach Trail. Overall, definitely recommended. Definitely had a great time. And like I mentioned before, the footwear, definitely wear the right footwear or the correct footwear. I mean, I did see people walking in like Cortezes, Dunks, and all that kind of stuff, but I think it'd be a little more comfortable if you had comfortable sneakers. I wouldn't say it's completely terrible. It'd just be a little easier, I guess. And that's pretty much it. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. We release videos every week. So see you next week.
Bye.
We out!